Alrighty, good morning, chat. Oh, I was so late, ads started running. That said I was late because I was being petty, so. It's fine. I was actually just setting up all the things. But I had to refigure out, what the RNG was, because I forgot and had to manually look it up. Righty. Did I launch Stardew? I did, okay. That's it. Ads are already running on Twitch. We did get 2 subs, or a sub. Or was it 2? It's the sub. Beetle Sharks, thank you for the 8 months. I hope your day's going well. I appreciate the support. We got ads going, so I'll play connections. Mickey Mouse, Bug Bite, Happy Meal, Barbie Dream House, Lottery Ticket, Glad Hand, Rinky Dinky, Merry-Go-Round, Cherry Blossom, Trivial, Sunny Side Up, Calamine Lotion, Final Record, Flamingo, 2-Bit, Your Head. I mean, these spin. I don't know what else spins. Flamingo, 2-Bit. This is kind of a crazy one, no? Happy Meal. Like, Happy Meal is technically a lotto ticket, if you think about it, because you don't know what toy you're gonna get inside. Just like a lotto ticket, you don't know if you're gonna win. Reveal. Bite. These two spin, but I don't really see the other that spin. These are pink. Flamingo's pink. I'm gonna assume this is pink. I don't know. It just sounds like a pink lotion. Let's be real. You bet. Bit. Pinky. I mean, I feel like this is just too obvious of a guess. But I just see a bunch of hashes, so it makes me want to guess these 3. Or 4. I guess this one also has a hash, but... Bug Bite, your head. Your head. Rinky Dinky. I mean, like, Rinky Dinky, Trivial. I don't know what gland hand means. I can see Bug Bite being a part of this. Because it's like, oh, it's just a bug bite. I just have no idea what 2-Bit and gland hand means in these contexts. Also, your head is kind of just crazy, but like, I know what your and I know what head is, so it's your head. Oh, I'm gonna look up what they mean. I do not know. Gland hand. It's a type of coupling device used to connect brusher hoses.
Glad hand.
Glad hand. Greet or welcome warmly or with appearance of warmth. Yeah. The other meaning. Give a friendly welcoming. That doesn't really help. 2-Bit, like 2-Bit integer. Insignificant or cheap? Well, I guess maybe it's Happy Meal. I feel like it has to be one of these two. I'm gonna go with Bug Bite just because I guess lotto tickets also cheap. Okay, I have no idea. It's not this. If it's not this, this, or this. I can't see it being merry-go-round. I can't see it being Mickey Mouse. I can't see it being vinyl record because these are expensive. So it has to be sunny side up or your head. Actually, did I guess your head? No. So it's these. It has to be these two, no? Sunny side up. That's like how eggs are done. And your head. But your head is more like a way to like greet somebody, like you nod, you know? I don't know. I don't know what it was supposed to be. Small time. Mickey Mouse? What is Mickey Mouse doing here? Small time. Mickey Mouse, Rinky Dinky. Oh, wait, no, I know, I get that. You know, I actually get that. Things you can scratch. Okay. Starting with optimistic words. Okay. Fucking Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse POV right here. How is Mickey Mouse small time? Mickey Mouse can be used as like an insult to like, I guess small time. The easiest example is, well, I mean, the example that I thought of when I reread it was TFT players in high elo lobbies, like the professional players, even though they're playing on like the ranked ladder, calls them Disney World or Disneyland lobbies, Mickey Mouse lobbies, because they're just an absolute mess compared to like pro play. So they're just small time Mickey Mouse lobbies, even though they're like, you know, it can be used like that. So like calling something like Disney World in that way is using like, oh, it's for children. Oh, it's small time. For babies. Even though I would like to see the statistic about whether there's more Disney adults or children going to Disneyland and Disney World nowadays. That'd be an interesting statistic. Or what the ratio is. Because you can't say adults versus children because the children are always accompanied by adults. So I'm specifically looking at people who are like going to Disneyland or like young adults to like older adults going to Disneyland without children versus children going to Disneyland. Because adults would 100% win. Probably more adults because they can actually afford it. I feel like it would be even out through time because it's like no matter what, the adults are paying it, right? Oh yeah. Looking at all the TikToks, a lot of them can't afford it either. The price to pay for salvation. Alrighty, we left off in winter because I was getting unfocused. Hopefully I remember to pick everything up that I needed to. Animation can't keep going. I love starting the stream with hiccups. I'll bring the jade over next time when I actually remember it. Perfect. Only 80s. 8 is fine. That high. Uh, 47,000. I have no idea what you mean about hiding my stream start. I just don't have a set time that I go live. And I at the Discord every single time I go live. As long as I remember, which I remember this time. Unless if I'm stupid and didn't make the... No, it's public. I didn't do anything different compared to any other stream that I have ever done. Gate card. Oh yeah, definitely gatekeeping. It's not like I don't wake up and don't even know what time I'm gonna start streaming. I just start streaming whenever I want to start streaming. There is no set schedule. There has never been a set schedule. I have just happened to be starting later recently. Just like I switched my general start time an hour later because I've just been waking up later. That said, that will probably fix itself because I'm driving my sister to the airport tomorrow, and I will have to be taking care of Hazel for about a week. And she requires me to get up at 7 in the morning. Oh no, the humanity, I know. Me waking up at 7. How dare I sleep in? Yeah, how dare I not have a set schedule? Whatever. You're consistently inconsistent. Okay, yeah, no, I am consistently inconsistent, but at the same time, I'm not even like that inconsistent. I generally start within the hour, unless if I like absolutely switch my starting time like I did recently, where I like, you know, have started an hour later compared to what my old time was. But it's like, since basically switching an hour later, I've always basically streamed within that hour, you know? But I've just never had a set schedule for a reason. Because some days I just don't even decide that I'm not going to stream on the day until the day of. So it's just like, whatever. I've never been a person to ever have a set schedule for anything. If I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. It is what it is. I don't know, I'm just ranting because I'm a Twitch streamer. Doesn't really matter, doesn't affect my life. I'll just continue doing what I've been doing without any change. It don't matter. Also, I'm stupid. Need to get those down. So I need to decide ordering here. I'm just gonna walk around with the timer paused and restart this day when I need to. So this day, no, because I don't have the pickaxe yet.
Thankful for chat and Habs this year, love.
I don't have the pickaxe yet, so I can't remove these just yet. So I think today I'm just chopping down all the hardwood as I wait for the morning to happen. Because I have to wait until 9. I just chop the hardwood that I can so I can convert the rest and have hardwood for whatever. Charlie, thank you for the 6 months. Enjoy your new fish. Um, and then at 9 we walk up, or we walk to Pierre's, sell to, I believe, 70k, and then we gotta buy the wood, the stone, yeah, the wood, stone, and coal. I would like to move the stuff though. The issue with moving the stuff is I don't have the pickaxe to like destroy the things down south. The pickled pumpkins look like jars of cookies. I think they look like something else, but I won't ruin that for you. Do you think they look like cookies? They look like cookies. Keep believing that. Sorry, not sorry. The starfruit jelly looks like pee as well, is the fun part. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna chop hardwood. I can't really move. Yeah, because I don't really want to chop this down. It's kind of annoying. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Doing good. Chilling. Relearning the route slowly but surely, while at the same time making slight adjustments as I go to make it more concrete and robust. I should be good on powder melon. From the US. How high does that cookie thing even roll? I know V made it like ages ago, but I don't actually know what it rolls to. I guess it makes sense if it's just 100. Oh, I need to move the shipping ban. That's the mistake. I was forgetting something. I have to walk over here. You just move it super quickly. It's fine. I guess you should probably just move the house down, just the greenhouse over already. Because it's like, sure, I'll spawn over here on this like next day, but I really don't need it. It's more like YouTube has a terrible streaming infrastructure where basically bot commands just do not work. And you have to go through a very specific process to get bots to even work on the platform that I just don't care to do, because realistically I'm streaming on YouTube for people who want to watch on their TVs more so than actually interacting with the YouTube community. Or I guess people at work who have Twitch banned but YouTube not, you know, it's just like whatever. No. Not from streaming on YouTube at the very least. I make essentially zero money off of streaming on YouTube. YouTube videos, on the other hand, are completely different though, so. And even when I was actually uploading on YouTube regularly, I was making about the same amount of money on YouTube as Twitch. YouTube can theoretically have a higher cap, but I'm realistically never going to reach that. And at the same time, I'm going to be straight up honest. The YouTube community is much worse than the Twitch. Oh, it's kind of whatever. I didn't clear this out because I'm stupid. Deserved. Oh. It's also just a worse moderation experience because of the fact that bots just don't work consistently. And there's no innate moderation settings on YouTube for God knows what fucking reason. So it's just an overall much worse experience as an actual content or live streamer on YouTube. But I'd be lying if I said that YouTube didn't have a theoretical higher cap, but that's mainly due to market share. Which is understandable. YouTube definitely has a better player, though. There's ups and downs to it. I just prefer the community on Twitch more than YouTube, and that's my main appeal of streaming. You ignore chat. Ah, yes. It's more that I just don't always contribute to the conversation, more so than ignoring chat. I basically read everything, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. I just choose to ignore stuff. I really also hate giving people who are just asking for attention. Like, people who say hi in a really obnoxious way trying to get my attention, I almost never respond to. Because they're actually just asking for attention. Like, specifically if they are like a first-time chatter. Like, if they've been around and they say hi, you know, in just like a fun way, sure, you know, that's fine. But it's like when you're a first-time chatter, you come in and you're just overzealous, I'm most likely going to ignore you. Without a doubt. Sup, bitches. We've had some great first-time chatters with how they say hello in like funny ways that just have me shell-shocked, you know? Like, crazy that that's how you introduce yourself. And that's like fine because that's funny. But yeah. There's also just a lot of individual questions that I generally just ignore if somebody asks. But I feel like that just comes from myself suppressing wanting to answer those types of questions because of I say this from like the bottom of my heart. Like, I do love my parents, but it's like I just am who I am in terms of like they always kind of like not pushed. Like I'm extremely privileged in that regard with having a very decent family, but it's like I absolutely hated when they asked anything about my future and like potentially like backup plans if like, let's say, streaming didn't go how it went. And it's just like, I don't know, because I don't want to think about that. So it's like when somebody asks, oh, why haven't you uploaded in a year? It's kind of just like, well, I don't really want to answer that, so I'm just going to ignore it. Because I know the answer to that, why I haven't. But I just don't want to say it. Because the answer is I'm lazy. So is the actual real answer. And I can admit that. But I just don't want to say that to somebody who just comes in the first time in chat is like, why hasn't he uploaded in so long? Did he quit YouTube? Wait, I gotta pause and think because I'm ranting and I can't just autopilot this. Sorry, give me a second and then I'll go back to making fun of chatters. All right, so I have the extra money. There's a book check on the 17th. We don't... Okay, we should just go out on this day then. Like we should just go out on this day. Because normally I would go out Normally I would go out on the bookseller day, but the bookseller day is inconsistent, and sometimes I don't want to go out on the bookseller day because of situations like this where I could potentially have to buy a book on the 17th and money's going to be tight. So spending the 50K on the books would be annoying. And then the 5th is always consistent on a harvest day where the bookseller is not always consistent before the next harvest. So I should go out on this day because it's consistent. Anyways, after that thinking session, so I should go out on this day. This morning should normally be spent just like collecting moss and whatever, but for this run in particular, I actually have to go down here, so. Because I made a boo-boo and I forgot to clear out this area. I will say, I am making fun of chatters who like say these things, but what they're saying isn't like inherently wrong. It's a genuine question, and I know they're asking a genuine question about why haven't you uploaded, because they do want to see content. And it's like, I'm happy when I watch content of a creator that I like and when they post. So it's like, why can't they be or they just want to be happy, or they just want to see content, right? But it's like, I don't want to answer that because of personal turmoil and I just choose to ignore it, and that's just how it is. What they're doing is nothing wrong. It's why I never ban them or do anything about it. It's just there. I just don't answer, and that's what happens. I just don't answer. Like, to me, that asking that question is like the same of like asking another streamer if they are in a relationship, right? It's just something that you just don't ask. But it's not like, well, I mean, okay, that example is kind of bad because that example is like the second one is more etiquette and just like realizing that's like, you just shouldn't ask that type of question. Realistically, where like there's no way to know, like, oh hey, you should just not ask this question. I really should be putting this here. So I need to like not place the lightning rod until after this day. I'm not shipping that many more things, so I'll just keep that there for now, but damn, yeah. Crazy. And it's fairly obvious that I'm not in a relationship, but it's just like it's just like one of those things. It's just common courtesy. Like that was just a bad example because obviously I said there's nothing wrong with asking when the next video is, but I feel like there is more of a social dynamic for asking about whether somebody's in a relationship or not, because that's more like parasocial, where the other one is more about like my actual work. When am I getting married? Ooh. relationships in this economy. I need to buy 2 sets here. Are you talking about the cupcakes that you said you would be making, V? Okay. Relationships are basically more economically sound roommates. I don't know if that's economically sound, saying that a relationship can go south. I guess a roommate can also go south. So I guess it's the same difference. See, that's why you roommate with family, because surely you just can't hate family, right? Clueless? No, I didn't get a lightning day. Never. To be fair, Who Are You Marrying does get a response in Perfection streams. You're not wrong. But at least that one has context.
Going to lunch.
Okay, he sounds crazy right now. I guess I could have gone out on the 14th. Oh. I never bought the backpack upgrade. I need, like, okay, so basically the thing that I'm stuck at is I don't actually think I need that much more practice in early game anymore. Like I generally know what I'm doing in early game. Because after the first year and memorizing the numbers, it's actually really straightforward with just like sleeping. But the issue is actually the money, because spot 14, which is the RNG that I have here, is the like arguably the most common. Let me double check. Now I have quite a few. Well, spot 14 in particular is one of the most common spots because it is one of the last two. So instead of having a 1%, it's a 3%, right? So that means if I get a book check on these days, and I already know because I had to double check that it was spot 14, that I will get a combat book on the 17th. Being able to afford the 360,000 gold for the combat book on the 17th is actually really fucking expensive. Right? And it's like even if I sell all this like jelly right now, and like let me just cheat real quick and just move it to 9 and warp to Pierre's. Like I would have bought this backpack, and I haven't bought the move speed books, right? Like I should have definitely bought this backpack. Right. Like I need since it's the combat book, I need even more, but like I am 60,000 gold off of even being able to buy the farming book, right? So it's like if I got the combat book on the 17th here, it like does not matter. Like the only book that I could possibly get on the 17th and be happy with is like the forging book. I mean, I guess it's like somewhat okay because I'm pretty sure on the 17th here it like somewhat works out, because it's like spring 17th and then it goes to summer 12th. So it's like a 50-50 on whether or not I'll get the combat book again, show up on the 12th. But then at like that point, it's just like, who cares about this check on the 17th? Because it doesn't really change anything, because I can't afford anything here, and if I don't hit this, I'm screwed. Because it doesn't matter if I can only buy some of the books, because I need to buy all of them for it to actually make a difference. Right? So I would need to get more money or spend less. And I don't really want to spend less because I need the money that I've spent was on the woodstone, which I need. The money I spent was on woodstone that I need, and then I spent what, 10k on this, so I'm like minus 10k for these two, and then the rest is just needed. Technically I would have more money if I didn't buy these, so that was a like slight mistake. Like how much money is that? 88 times 400, 35,000. So I would have 34,000 or 340,000 gold right now if I didn't buy the extra seeds, which would be fine. And then let's say I was actually able to sell these. Like the jar timings are so weird because I'm trying to move the jars into the greenhouse to keep up with the cycle. But because I have to sit out the jars on the day that I'm moving the jars from the community center to the greenhouse, I'm the timing's off by a day on like some of the jars because because I'm just like waiting, you know, like that the jar transition day is awkward, and that's like the issue, and it's kind of hard to fix that because I don't want to wait a day on the pumpkins, because me waiting a day on the pumpkins like messes with everything. but because I finished the greenhouse the day, or so what's the ordering? So I harvest the jars on the 2nd. I then don't replace the pumpkins in because I will then sell the pickles that I have and repair the greenhouse on the 3rd. And then the greenhouse isn't repaired until the 4th. So I'm basically not using the jars on the 2nd and the 3rd, which is 2 days that are lost to jarring, which really messes with everything. Because otherwise, if I don't lose those 2 days, I would have to put the pumpkins in on the 2nd, and then they wouldn't be done until the 5th. So I would have to go and get the jars on the 5th then, and then bring them back. But I guess that wouldn't be too big of an issue if I move the greenhouse to here on the 4th and move the house here as well and get this situated, because then it's just like a quick run back and it's not that bad, right? Instead of trying to move the the house to the bottom right away. Yeah. Something like that. Because how much would this be as well? If I sold this, and then I would have 35 extra K, remember? Because of the extra seeds that I bought. I'm not going to be continuing this run anymore. I want to relook at things. Actually, I mean, like, see, that would be enough, right? I just need that extra harvest. Because that cycle would have been done, like, earlier. Because I'm behind a day right now. It would have been done on the 16th. And I would have been able to sell that. But because I'm behind a day, it didn't matter. Right? What days do we have? So spot 1 in year 2, it has one on the 16th, which would be fine because I can sell that to Pierre's. Do I have any like weird spring year 2 checks on the 15th? Because that would be the only one that I wouldn't be able to afford anything on. The 16th I can get away with. It's just a little bit of shenanigans. I guess it's just any early spring year 2 check. Is there any like bad one? 16. Anything before like the 16th I just like realistically cannot do. There's a spring 14th one, but that's like really low odds. Spot 3 doesn't have any. Spot 4 doesn't. Spot 5 doesn't. Spot 6 has spring 16th, which is fine. Spot 7 doesn't. Spot 7 doesn't? There's one in year 3, but not one in year 2. Interesting. But 8 doesn't. Spot 9 does not. Spot 10 does not. Spot 11 isn't until fall. There. Okay, spot 12 has one on spring 15th year 2. But I just don't think there's a way to get it to finish on the 15th. It's just not possible. I mean, okay. If spot 12 is the only one that has an issue with it, it should be fine. And we kind of just hope and pray that it doesn't fuck it up. Okay. So we are just going to convert the time back to the 16th. All right. We're going to spawn in a warp totem desert because I forgot to buy it because I'm stupid. And then we're just going to we would not have these because I would have an extra 32,000, so let me spawn that in. One, two, three, 1, 2, 4, 5. It's about the amount of money that we would have. And then I'm gonna have to figure out what days these actually finish on because now these are like completely out of order. Also, I'm gonna skip that just for time congruency. So I have a dagger as a weapon. Oh, this is gonna be fun. May as well just like not have a weapon at all, you know? OMG chat, he's cheating. Why wouldn't I use the dehydrator? It is arguably the worst, it's a awful machine. Dehydrators give you a 0.5 yield per fruit, or per fruit that you put in, because remember you have to put in 5 to make 1, where jars are 2x and kegs are 3x per fruit that you put in. So you're losing or 1.5x yield per star fruit by putting them in dehydrators. They're completely awful. Is the genuine answer to that question. Yeah, but I don't care about the plus 50 when the 2x of the jar already sells for 2k. No, I don't care about the actual amount. But if you have hundreds of ancient fruit, would you rather keg it? Yes. Yes, 100%. You would literally make 2.5x more cash. I'm gonna try to get a club here. $16 with a lower number. Should be second enchant. I don't really know how I'm supposed to do this segment how I want to if I don't have a actual weapon. You know? I have to remember what my crafts room, geologist, adventures, blacksmith. Up then. I don't care about the +5 and the +50. The issue is total profit. Like, if you have a throughput problem, then that's where dehydrators are actually useful. But I don't have a throughput problem. Also, the ingredients, I don't want to spend 10k on the recipe, as well as I'm in Skull Caverns right now, but the deepest floor that I've been to in the regular mines is floor 45. So I have no way of getting the fire quartz to be able to make the dehydrator. Like, this would be the first day, or the first realistic day, that I could get fire quartz on. And I am looking for fire quartz on this day, but... But again, just overall, dehydrator is just the worst like processing machine in the game. The only thing you should realistically ever use the dehydrator on is blueberries and cranberries, but you should almost never do cranberries, and blueberries you're just doing as a crash crop early, and you probably won't have access to dehydrators by the time that you stop doing blueberries. Using dehydrators for star fruit and ancient fruit, unless if you're just like extremely lazy, which is like actually justifiable, is just significantly worse. Again, it's okay to be lazy. If you don't want to fill the town with kegs and do preserve jars and you don't really care about the extra money, then yeah, just do dehydrators. It is what it is. I can't, like, I'm not gonna say that, but it's like, if you're asking for like a speedrun context of why don't you use dehydrators, it's because they're awful. Is the answer. They're just awful. Okay, I don't want to touch any more statues. I forgot to restart it, but not really. The timer's just there. Timer's been inaccurate because I keep pausing to like think about what I actually need to be doing. I'm trying to like route it as I go, you know? Also, for my own sanity, I'm going to spawn in the magnet rings. not want to deal with not having fucking magnet rings. I feel like I'm just going to die if I try this, but I am very curious how long it would take for me to actually kill these guys with an iron dirk. If I can kill these guys with an iron dirk, I might not actually have to spawn in. I got enough for one. So I need a frozen tier. That's the main thing I'm missing. Blow this up. Honestly, not that bad. I would have gone for a 10 if I didn't actually have the thing. I use like 1 through 6, but then I generally just click or scroll for anything past that. For this. It's kind of really annoying to have 12 keybinds in this game. Especially when there's a lot of keybind. I mean, you just buy out here, right? Yeah. Because unfortunately, in this game, X and C are already used as default keybinds. F is used as the default keybind. E is used as a default keybind. Tab is used as a default keybind. So what? There's like Q, Z, caps. Alt and Shift are used as a default keybind. Tilde could be used. And then you have GV if you want to reach that far. TGV. I do, but tab. Tab is how I switch between rows. That's default. Oh, it's 1, 2. I haven't changed any of them. I can like if I wanted to, like if I want to go to the eggs here, I can press equals key. Like I haven't changed any of these. And like I will use 7, I will use 8 when I have like extra time and I'm just walking in a single direction and I know I'm just walking in a single direction. Like I will use them. It's not like I won't, but it's like if I'm in a hurry in the mines, I generally don't need to use anything past 5, so it just works out. You know. That's more of the difference. It's the fact that I generally don't need to use anything past 5 for tools, so I don't actually need to hotkey it. I did not do a good job of organizing my inventory this run. And now I'm kind of suffering because of it right here. Yeah, that would be the day because I literally just cannot afford the coffee. I would have to find a new day to get the coffee though. Yeah. It's more of the issue that there's 12 inventory slots in the game. I'm like, is Minecraft 9 or 10? You know? Nine and offhand, yeah. So it's technically 10, but it's 9. So it's like I would have to find 3 more keys, and then on top of that, Stardew has like more like unique keys, right? Where Minecraft, it's like F for offhand, you know? But it's like Stardew again, like you have X and C for alternate left and right clicks. You have tab to switch between your inventory managements. You have F for journal. You have, or I'm sorry, you have F to skip cutscenes or journal, right? Yeah, F is default journal. Like you have to hold down control for yeah, you have to hold down control or shift to drop items. Shift and or like shift control 1 to buy a stack. Yeah, it's kind of just like it's kind of just like everywhere. I don't know. It's too many hotkeys. When are these supposed to finish? Let me Google that, or let me look that real quick. Stardew crop. 23rd is the day that they're actually supposed to finish. Remembering everything realistically. There's just a lot of memory. Yeah. I mean, I do tell myself I should hotkey more in this game, but at the same time, it's like not needed. Because there's like outside of the mines, there's really not a need to like action pack your hotkeys. And even in the mines, you realistically don't need more than 4 to 5, or like, I'm sorry, 5 to 6 slots, which I can already hotkey. So it's kind of just like, I'm fine, you know? End up getting max skills? Yes. I'm level 10. Oh, you mean that? Yes, 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 yes. I'm not high enough level yet. This would be an extra day that I have to go out in this run purely because if I didn't have books to pick up on the cart or on the festival days, like I would have so much more money right now. Morning, Ellie. Why am I so late? I'm saying that like I don't know the exact reason why I'm so late. I'm distracted getting as much moss as I can. I just realized the timer's still not going. I gotta wait. Okay, wait. Okay. I still need to figure out these numbers. Okay, so how am I doing this? Slingshot Cavern, my favorite. Yeah, that's how we got. That's how we got level 10 mining, and it's also how we got level or the full mastery. Okay. So how the money would work in this case, in this exact case. So let's open this. So we have okay, so spring 24th. Yes. Spring 24th is the day that I sell everything and buy the wood, the stone, and whatever. So it's the day that I have money. I generally have the money to buy 2 sets of starfruit seeds on the 24th day, right? Which when you plant on the you plant on the 24th, it finishes on the 5th, and then you plant again on the 5th, and then you have to go out on the 14th. So in this case, it is 1, 2. Okay, so the day that I went out on the 5th, I should just skip and just go out on the 14th instead, because this day is consistent and I'm only going out on one of the days. And then I can skip going out on the 5th and it doesn't make a difference, because there's no reason to go out on that day then. Because if I buy two sets of seeds on the 24th, I plant it on the 24th and on the 5th, and it lasts me to the 14th, which makes sense. And then when we get to this 14th section here, that is when we make the decision based off of what our books are. In this particular run right here, we have books on the 17th, and it's like the same for like spot 11 where you would have books. Spot 12 where you have like the early books. Like you would make the decision here to then either mass buy starfruit seeds if you don't have any books that can show up on the 15th, 16th, or 17th, or you only buy one starfruit set to minimize the cost to have the most amount of money for these 3 days that will last us until right now the 23rd that we're on. And then we need to buy starfruit seeds for the rest of the seasons. So we are either buying on the 14th 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of starfruit seeds, which would be on the 14th, which is how much money? 7 times 88. 7 times 88, which is 616 times 400. Which we would have like if we sold everything, like I would have a little bit less money, but we would have the 250,000 gold needed for it. But then that means instead of having to buy 7 on the 14th, if we have to skip, I mean, ideally we would be able to buy 6 stacks today, but I don't think we're going to have 211,000 gold worth of starfruit. No, we have about half that. So the backup to that, thoughts on the backup. You buy, you probably just buy 2 stacks on the 23rd. And then on the first bookseller day of summer, so 1, 2 would last us until the 13th of summer. Maybe you buy 3 just to make sure that you get 1. I don't know what like the bookseller dates would be, and how I know you can't get a bookseller till the 11th in spring, but I know it's different in summer because of birthdays, holidays, and whatever. So you probably buy 3 stacks today then, which is 100,000 gold, which fits. Does it fit though? Hey, I want to only buy 2 stacks, and the reason I want to only buy 2 stacks is because I want to buy coffee and salads ASAP. So it's like 100 salads is 22,000 plus 300 times 300. And so it's 112,000 just for the coffee and salad. So I wouldn't have the money to even do it on this day. So I guess you just buy 3 stacks then. And then on the bookseller day in summer is when you would do the big buy. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so if that's the case, I buy 3 stacks today. I just buy 3 stacks of starfruit today. I really should just have like a notepad that I have open, just like, nah, I'll just remember it. Nah, I'd win. Just remember. Who needs to write this down? Just be better. There's also the instance where I have the book check on the 16th, 17th, and I miss the book, so I just have extra money, so then I just buy everything on this day anyways, right? There's always just that instance. Finally got those. We really just want to make sure we get these extra lightning rods for summer. We would have the shipping bin here. Nah, you definitely... Ideally, I would have 3 lightning rods, but sometimes I have 2. So the issue is like, I would want the shipping bin to be either here or here, just because I use it. And I can't get it here. You know? But I also want the lightning rods to be close by in summer here, you know? But like putting a lightning rod here means I have to like walk up to get to the shipping bin. I guess I can do this. This feels weird, but it's optimal because then I like shipping bin goes here, boom, can access shipping bin here, and then I can access these lightning rods instead of having the lightning rods behind the shipping bin here. A little awkward, but it does work. Fine. Obviously, I don't have the shipping bin in the right spot, but that will be fixed. I'm curious how much money I would have on this day. So basically, what do I still need to afford at this point? So I need to afford move speed books, coffee salads, and 3 more rounds of starfruit seeds. And then I also need to afford the ores that I'm about to buy. I am curious if I'll have enough money. 'Cause I might be able to do it on this day. I might be a little short. Actually, we should be fine because I don't need to buy books on this day. Is like right? Yeah. No, that's way too much from ores. Never mind. I mean, I can either buy the... I can either buy the starfruit seeds or I can buy the coffee salads. I could buy them both, but... Body. Oh, by the way, I mean, like, I made my choice. I know what I'm buying. I already know I'm choosing to buy this because it, like, I just have to wait a little bit. They're nothing. It's literally just a gamble bot of how many cookies you get. It just rolls a number between 1 and 100, but you get 1 and 100 cookies. 1 through 100 cookies. You run the command. Test your luck. That would be everything. Rain down the 6th of year 2. We just need to see if it rains on the 25th or not then. Early. Not yet. I'll sell after this next harvest here, and then we will surely have enough. I put it in the wrong spot. That I was trying to I was trying to fucking buffer it, just wasting time. fucking inventory, man. Yeah, this actually worked out nicer than I thought thought it would. It's all we need. I did the math on it earlier. It actually lines up pretty perfectly with only doing 3. This. I plant them on the 21st of fall. And it works. I don't know why I'm waiting for this. This is a waste of time. I just want to move everything back. Okay. I do have to slow sleep though. Because I need to go out on the next bookseller day. And since the notification doesn't pop up right away. Wait a second. Just run around and get some moss. Okay, thank you for the 60 months. Holy shit. Thank you for the 5 years. Whenever I get a 60-month sub, I feel so old. And I'm not even old. God damn. This has not felt like I've been doing this for 5 years. I don't even know how long it feels like I've been doing this for. It's like, I know I've been doing it for a long time, but it just does not feel that long. Yeah, 60 months is 5 years. The not? Am I stupid? 5 times 12? Yeah, 60. Six metric years. Yeah. Does she have a clinic visit today? Did I just get Harvey'd? I think I just got Harvey'd. I don't think there's anything left for me to do in summer here. Fine. Okay, we found our rain RNG. luckily it should just rain on the 5th. $15 batteries is kind of insane, no? And I know I got the 3 up early, but we had so much rain. We just got every single battery. It's kind of crazy. We get rain here, and then we'll do fish, but I'm going to go to the bathroom before we actually do fish here. I'll be right back. We're switching to fishing to year 2, which just works. It's Cheers, speedrun. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go fishing today, but that means I also need to drop my inventory, but I guess that's easy because I can actually... Oh, never mind, I never bought it. Oh, well, dropping the inventory is gonna be harder. I guess I need sunfish, so there's no reason to not do this. Oh, you need the oil rod, right? Every time you harvest a mushroom stump, it gives you 5 foraging XP. It's the fastest RTA time to get foraging XP. It turns out in a speedrun, the only thing that matters is the real lifetime, not in-game days, so. I don't think you use anchovy or albacore for any cooking, so I should just delete those. This is literally just the CC Community Center fishing day, isn't it? Yeah, I don't mind catching the extra fish here, though. Like, if I catch smallmouth salmon, like, it's fine because I need to catch it eventually anyways, and I do want the fishing XP. The faster I get the fiberglass, the better. So it's kind of just like one of those things where it's just like, you just catch everything. Because there's not a huge difference once you're in the mini game. We do have Master Fish Bundle this run, so we're gonna have to catch Scorpion Carp. Since it's noon, let's just do the round. Okay, we need tiger trout, catfish, walleye. I still need to figure out how I'm doing the Master Fish Bundle, though. I don't know why I'm taking this such a long path. I mean, if it's a year 2 book, or when it's year 2 books, it's like easy, though, I guess. But it's the question when it's year 3. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Well, no, it is an issue when it's late year 3 books. Because late year 3 books, like, I might not get fishing until winter. And then it's like, how am I supposed to catch master fish then? Because I want to be in Ginger Island in fall. And doing master fish without the fishing books is actually just painful. There's got to be a strategy that I can, like... That's another catfish. Gotta be, like, another strategy that I could potentially use. I know we can get blobfish at an early night market, and that's actually, like, reasonable. But then I have to figure out... I either need to catch a octopus, a scorpion carp, or a... I forget what the last one is. Oh, lava eel, which I won't do. Lava eel is just unacceptable. Too far down. I feel like out of all those, scorpion carp is the most reasonable because I'll probably be like fishing level 3. You go at the... I mean, I would do it in year 3. I wouldn't do it in year 2. Because, like, I want to do this day first. Right? So it would be scorpion carp at Desert Festival. It would be the actual answer, I feel like. It's blobfish and scorpion carp because I just don't think I can do octopus. But then I would need to do winter or night market this year. Which I guess I can experiment with that. But it's like, what am I gonna do on that day? That's the hard question. Is like, what am I gonna do on the night market day? Because I would have to figure out something to do on that day. Because normally I just fish in the later years while I do that. Ideally, I get 3 eels right now. So it's kind of just like... Just like one of those things. It's like if I got the fishing book early in year 2, then none of this would matter because then I can just catch octopus easily, right? I shouldn't have deleted that tail, but I did. Oh well. It won't really matter for this run, but in a real run, I really would have wanted to keep the tail. One less bone that I have to farm for. It's like an actual real question of like, what do you do going into the night market? Just not getting the bream pattern. I keep getting small mouse. Come on, where's my bream? What would I be able to do on the winter day that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise on a day later? Or that I can skip a day later for doing something on? It would have to be a community center related task realistically, but I just don't think there is any. Like, you can get lake fish. So you would get lake fish in the morning, but I mean, like, you have to wait until 5 p.m. Like, the lake fish should only take until about noon. Because you need the sturgeon and then the remaining lake fish. But again, you have to wait until 5. Because it's either I gotta get the blobfish or the octopus, because I'm basically barred into scorpion carp. Octopus would be easier if I got a fishing book early on, you know? But I'm not guaranteed that. Oh, I just realized I was autopiloting and I skipped the fall 5th check. I'm just gonna Stardew predictor it super quickly and see if I just screwed myself. Well, it was combat quarterly, which is actually really good for this run. Because... right? Fall 5th, year 2. Combat quarterly. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. We're 100% a fishing or forging book on fall 28th. And guaranteed a combat book later. We would need the combat quarterly book on the fall 7th. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong number. Fall 5th, year 2. Fall 28th, year 2. Fall 5th, year 2. And then it's winter. Oh, we're missing the fishing. Okay, I guess I can go look. Finding monthly, yeah. I guess there's spring 16th, year 3. That's... finding month. Yeah, no fishing book this run. Let's act like we get the fishing book on the next check, though. But that doesn't solve my issue. Like, it doesn't solve my issue about the fact that I'm getting, on a majority of the seeds, I'm getting the fishing book in, like, winter of year 3. Late fall, early winter of year 3. which is fine, except for Master Fish Bundle. Because it's like... is it +3? Because it's like, I just don't know if I can consistently catch a scorpion carp even at level 7. I feel like this was an easy pattern. This does not feel like the... Oh, that's because that's pufferfish. And it's like, I can definitely just get lucky with the pattern, but... without the trap bobber, I'm just like not gonna catch it. Blobfish would be like even lower. Blobfish would be like level 4. Can I catch blobfish at this level? Probably not consistently. I mean, I definitely can catch it because I know it's actually like... it's a weirdly hard fish in terms of it can be extremely hard, but most of the time it's just a catfish. You know? It's like that, you know? It was like weirdly hard right there. But then other times it's just like this. And you just don't care. But like scorpion carp on the other hand, it's just like you're just not gonna catch it. When I did remix, I routed Dish of the Sea and a natural level 3 for scorpion carp. And I'm assuming the fish buff from the thing, because that would just be like fishing level 9 then. By default, which would obviously make it a much easier catch. Still a hard catch. Easier than what it was. But is there like I'd have to cook it. I have to grow an extra potato early game. just in case. I mean, I guess you would just mix seed it would be the actual correct answer. You'd mix seed it and then just make sure you catch 3 sardines. Make sure you catch 3 sardines, mix seed it. And then I'm assuming is hash browns oil. And you have to buy an oil at some point. That's like what? Okay, I can do that this upcoming day. I guess we could try that. I guess that would make sense. I mean, my only issue is what about octopus? How insane would it be for octopus? At level 6 fishing. I hate how you can't hold the button at the start of this program. I don't think this is realistic. No. I knew it wasn't gonna be fun, but didn't even catch it. That's sturgeon, catfish. I'm gonna throw a sturgeon out there. Wrong season. So whether is any season is not it's probably any season realistically, and it's probably all day. So it's any season. I guess it could just be winter. So it could be blobfish still. Actually, no, it can't because it's part location. So it could be loin cod, I'm pretty sure. What other fish share mountain that are that fast? It just has to be loin cod, right? Because it has to be any weather, and it has to be any weather, and basically it's any season, or it's specifically summer or specifically winter. And then it's basically as hard as a sturgeon. It's just loin cod. It literally can't be anything else. Anyways, my main issue with all of this is I literally can't, like, I can do this, yes, but the issue is blobfish. Like, sure, it's not hard to catch, but what am I doing on that day, right? That's the issue. What am I doing on that day? I have to wait until 5 p.m. Normally when I do it in the old route, or like when I would do it normally would be during gifting. And that's when I already have the fishing book, and I will just fish for all the lake fish. And it also just works because one of the days is on the wizard's birthday. I mean, I guess I can just fish for the fish anyways. But it's like there's not nearly as many fish. But there's not nearly as many fish for me to catch, because normally I wouldn't just catch the lake fish. I would catch the mines fish. I would catch the witch's swamp fish, the slime jack. Like, I have all day to catch 5 hours worth of fish, where in this case it's like I can catch lake fish, I can catch stonefish, ghost fish. That's it. Will that take me all the way until 5 p.m.? I don't think it will. Right? I just don't think it will. Normally I just waste the entire day trying to catch the ice pip because of how annoying it is. And like, this isn't an issue if I get the book early enough, right? Like, if I get the book in year 2 and get like any of these year 2 or early like fish book checks, it just doesn't matter, right? Because then I can just get octopus and get whatever. But if I don't get the, and then like if I get the and then it's like if I don't get the master fish bundle, it just doesn't matter. Like, none of this matters if I don't get the master fish bundle. So maybe it's just something I just don't really bother routing around. Maybe it is. You just lose so much time, though. I mean, I guess... I do guess if I do get the Master Fish Bundle and I'm in the situation, like, I don't need to worry about it until I'm there, because I can just do what the person suggested, where you just buy the potato seed at the night market. So you don't have to worry about doing the potato early. And then I just gotta like be somewhat apparent on those types of runs where I can, in fall here that I'm like at right now, I just gotta catch 2 extra sardines, which is nothing realistically. And you know, you just go catch the fish on the, you just go catch the fish. And you just do lake fish and the mines fish if you can. Because normally speaking, I would just be fishing on that day. I'm just getting different fish than what I normally would get. And it's kind of just like whatever. Wait, it wasn't either of those two? Which has the same pattern as that? What fish has the eel, or has the eel tuna pattern? I don't know why I guessed location when I saw that. I just assumed it was eel or tuna based off of the pattern alone. I didn't really think of anything else. It's probably all day. All day, any season. Is that just like a weird largemouth? Any season, any weather. Oh, I guess this has the same time frame as this, so that was a bad guess. Not lake, though, not ocean. Not lake, not ocean. So it has to be river and does that shit. The river any, or I guess it could be no, it can't be angler, it's any season. No. No, 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 no. Has to be any season. Only river fish that are any season, so it's a special fish. It's like, it's void salmon, slime jack, or one of the mines fish. It really can't be anything else. I'm pretty sure slime jack's a dart, so I'm just gonna go void salmon. And it's literally just like guessing. Probably like a sturgeon or a lingcod again. Could be catfish. The site's actually working again for me. I've had issues with getting the site to work, so that's why I'm actually playing it. Location is part river, so it's just done. Or not. Could be witch swamp. No. I don't know if apparently it's not a catfish is not a part of it, but you can't get a catfish on a rainy day in the witch's swamp. So it's wait, so it's summer only? Oh, then it's just Dorado. This is probably one of like the basic ocean fish like sardine. Part ocean. Not just ocean though. I always forget what days sardines are. I don't think you can get sardine at the island. Correct me if I'm wrong. But so that means it's part island, part not island. But it's also ocean, so it's probably just like tilapia being weird. I mean, that was kind of like a hard one. I mean, a bad guess is to put out stingray, but based off the pattern, it could be stingray. It also could probably be blobfish. It's more fun guessing stingray. Any season, any weather, any time. A fish that hard that's any season, any weather, any time. It's probably just muted carp then. I mean, this is just a guess. Like that, like it's shad walleye or whatever. I'll go with shad. 1 out of 3 it's shad walleye essentially. There's nothing you can do there. This is a dart. This is probably scorpion carp, literally based off of the pattern. Not scorpion carp. Any season, any weather, a dart like that. If there's not a time restraint, then it's ice pip. Oh, not. Any season, any time, any weather, darting like that. Are there any other darts that do that in this game? Is it literally just Unicorp again? Oh, that's kind of funny. Let's just throw out a catfish guess there. Wow, okay, that gave me nothing. So it's not spring, fall, and it is sunny only. Not spring, fall, and is sunny only. So it's octopus. No. It is summer only. The crimson fish. No. It's not any time. Wait, it's not any time? And it's ocean. But it's... Oh, then it's just pufferfish. Like, I'm literally just going down the line of the hard fall, or of the hard ones. Why am I still doing this? Oh, so this is just like another guess. I'm just gonna guess shad again. I'm wrong. What's the third counterpart? Bullhead. Oh, it's not bullhead. Any season, any weather, any time, doing that shit. Ghost fish? Am I missing one that does this? Not any season. Oh, lionfish. That's what I'm missing. There's 4 of them. Okay, enough of turtle. I'm so distracted now. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll do the experiment this run. That's fine. I mean, the games work for a reason because they're good. I haven't even played Hollow Knight, so no. I don't know anything Silksong related realistically. Okay. Let's do some buy-in. It's a relatively new thing on 1.6, so that's probably a big reason why you never thought of it. So how many starfruit seeds do I need to buy on this day? Number I need to remember. 85 plus 85. Plus 85 plus 79 plus 67 plus 61 plus 43 plus 1. 420. I guess that's an easy number to remember. $420. Probably just buy 425 just to make it easier. Not be stupid. Oh, I forgot. That one thing I really needed to buy today. I should still be picking up as much moss as I can. Okay. Now we're kind of just continuing to grow. Double check. For like actual context, like if you're just actually wondering why I'm doing so many mushroom stumps, I have 29 mushroom stumps. Okay, so every time I harvest, I'm getting 145 forging XP, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's actually quite a bit. Saying that the equivalent of me getting 145 experience is the equivalent of me chopping down 6 stumps essentially on the left side of the farm. But you can see how quickly I can like actually harvest these. Right? Like I just harvest 6 stumps worth of XP right here in that time frame. Tier 3 books definitely work much better for money. Yeah, I mean, they are also used for the initial source of the ancient seed, but it's also a pretty big supplement to forging XP. We will get actually no, we're not gonna get a forging book here, right? Yeah, mining book. I'm gonna delete the star fruit and act like I sold it, because that's what I was supposed to do. This is how this run would have went if I actually had correct book dates, by the way. This is also the safe or the parsnip spot that has the tightest money, so I'm just making sure money work. I wouldn't even need to have bought all 60 anyways. Like I bought 57, right? So I was only missing 750 XP. That's like nothing. I'll get the remaining fishing level. The main thing is just getting enough fishing books to get like to level 9 plus, so I can just catch everything. Right, because it's like I would have been one book off, you know. Okay, winter's just more sleeping. Because I technically would have gotten the fishing books on time in this seed, I actually don't need to worry about the Master Fish Bundle in this particular run. We're basically just sleeping here until the Skull Cavern run. Oh boy, Squid Fest. Winter has anything crazy here? I mean, the timer is just not accurate whatsoever. It doesn't have the load time remover, so it's just going to be behind by default, and I've been pausing, stopping it and going up. So I don't actually know, like, how good the time is. I'm more worried about just not making mistakes and making sure I have the numbers correct. But realistic answer, I would be very far behind, but that's just because skill issue. I'm also starting to overload the early game a bit more as well, so I would just be behind by default, but I save time later because I'm overloading stuff. Like, I'm doing fishing in year 2 here, but I mean, that's just overloading it, so I don't have to do it in year 3, so it just saves a little bit of time. Or it doesn't save time, it just makes things consistent. I guess technically speaking, it loses a little bit, or it loses potential time. Actually, no, it really shouldn't. It loses a potential high roll opportunity by getting the fish book early. And not being able to utilize the fish book on fall of year 3. But then it allows me to go to the island just a bit earlier because I'm not waiting on a fall rain day anymore. Which is the difference. I do need a, I need to go out one more day here to go get things. I should probably just do it on the next harvest. I need to upgrade the barn to the last degree. And then I also need to buy the garlic parsnip seeds. Yeah. Was she a good girl? Oh, even the wait staff. Apparently I didn't buy enough. It was indeed not enough. I'll have to remath it later, but the money just doesn't matter right now. Oh, I just realized it's a Wednesday. I can't shop at Pierre's. That's fine. Yeah, my sister took her out to lunch with our cousins and aunt. Because they are in town for Thanksgiving. And they are dog people. Well, my aunt is not, but my cousins are dog people. So they wanted to meet Hazel Basil. Apparently she was good. She let people pet her. Sometimes she can be a bit of a menace. But that's just the baby girl. Slander, a lot of slander. I'm probably not gonna do the Skull Cavern run today. I kind of want to go get food because I think it's like 2:30, almost 3. And then we can practice. We can do a bunch of Skull Cavern runs tomorrow. You know. I'll do more than one Skull Cavern run tomorrow, definitely, because the last time I did Skull Cavern runs, I died quite often. I died more times than I should have. To be fair, I was doing it with a really scuffed loadout and I had no HP. Where this time I actually have HP, so it like is better, but I'm probably gonna go get food then. This is a good break point because we're about to we're like literally you do it on the 16th, so. Pog. Pog. Oh yeah, I don't got much to say. I'm gonna get food. Oh yeah, I put you in. Oh yeah, you mentioned this. Show you just sent me a DM of the picture. I'm gonna peace up. I will be on tomorrow. I'll be doing more runs. We'll be doing quite a few Skull Cavern runs tomorrow. So if you want to see some Skull Cavern dives, tomorrow is the stream. Otherwise, yeah, that'll be it for me today. So I do appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys enjoying the stream and appreciate the support. I'll be doing Skull Cavern practice tomorrow. And then we'll probably make a save state for Ginger Island. And then we'll probably start our week-long Ginger Island practice session. But yeah, other than that, I do appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, rest of your day. Stay safe out there and just take care. Later. Peace.